Welcome back, St. Louis. You are listening to the Freeman Bosley Jr. Show, and this is Sister Felicia, and we are back. I know you all had some great information. I know you received some great nuggets because we had two great guests on the show. We got Sister Coffee right here. We got Brother Zaki Baruti here. Brother Zaki, tell the people about your show that you do. Phenomenal show. You have some great guests on your show.
Thank you. We have an internet TV program which is called Conversation with Zaki Baruti. And you can access that by going to YouTube and Googling in all caps UAPO News World. And it's a talk program, as you may mention. I interview a whole range of people, including Mary Bosley has been on the show. Brother Anthony Shahid has been on the show.
Yes, I'm going to, y'all.
Yeah.
He invited me. I just didn't make it.
Right. So the show is in collaboration with the New Life Evangelistic Administrative Center. And I'm just proud to say that we have had some exciting shows, and it's been very informative. And we have a whole range of guests that's dealing with politics, economics, youth, culture, just anybody out here that's trying to make a difference. Mm-hmm. Again, you can go to YouTube and pull up our website for the show, which is, again, UAPO News World. Mm-hmm. UAPO News World on YouTube.
All right. And Sister Coffee, I'd like for you to talk a little bit about what your passion, missing women.
Oh yeah, missing people all together. I'm the CEO of the Missing Person Task Force headquarters. Been looking for missing people since my niece and nephews were snatched when I was a teenager, and we found them. And they were kidnapped by their dad. And a lot of times we find that when people do come up missing, it's generally someone that knows them. It's not always the burglar in the black hoodie, you know. Mm-hmm. But we look for, when we think of missing people, a lot of times we think of children, but we also look for, people's it's grandparents to grandchildren. It doesn't matter, you know. You have people with Alzheimer's that wander off. They have to be found, and we don't discriminate, because everybody loves their family and everybody deserves to come home.
Absolutely.
So it's the Missing Person Task Force headquarters. Absolutely.
And I'm trying to find that bill that Senator Angela Walton Mosley had here just that she proposed this year. I know that I have to look and see if it passed, but it's a task force for missing and murdered Black women and girls. And it had passed out the Senate. It passed out the House committee. It went to the House floor. And I have to get the status update of that. But I know I shared that on my page. And I tagged people and I said, hey, make sure you send these letters in. Make sure you testify.
Right.
Because this is so important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's very important, because a lot of times when Blacks, unfortunately, when we come up missing, it just doesn't get the media play. That's why I love our local media, when we have the new Real STL, they put it out there. Dirk Brown put it out there. Cam, Voices of People, put it out there. And, of course, we put it out there. Just the Facebook and social media. People appreciate when you all share because, we had, like I said, everybody's family members important. I was headed to Tennessee looking for our little white brother, Riley. And they found him while I was en route. I had made a U-turn and came back, and I'm glad that they found him. You want everybody to be found.
Yes.
But he got so much TV play, everybody was aware of it. And then we had a brother, a Black brother, 2 years younger than Riley, both from Kansas City area, both were college students. And his name is T. Montez. Nobody heard about it. He's still missing right now. College student missing. Wow. Same deal, And the grandmother's been going up there catching bus, walking in alleys. And Kansas City police is not much help. Too often we rely on the police and say, well, we're waiting to see what the police going to do.
Right.
You ask any police officer what day you look for missing people, and they don't have a date that they do it.
But that's how the new Real STL News got started with Sister Amina Ali and some of those founding members of Real STL News, which is now kind of branched off to Voice of the People and the new Real STL News. But they got started because there was a missing girl. and they went searching for her, and they pulled out cell phones, and they said, "Hey, yeah, come, we got to find our own."
Right, and that's what the community do. That's what I love. What community look like in St. Louis, because it's a lot of us. We all pull out our, and then what we all did was everybody just got their own name, their own title.
Yes.
And so, but some people continue to do it, but I like, I just say, shout out to everybody. When you hear about somebody missing, join in and look, because I have to call a spade a spade. Whenever I put on searches, I did, especially I remember the one I did for young lady Beverly Logan. I had about 120 people showed up, and I just got to call it like it is. 85% of those people were white people that I never saw in my life. And this is a black girl.
Yes.
So forget about you had other plans. Forget about your nails have to be done. Forget about you got to go shopping. You have to deal with this like it's your mama.
That's right.
It's your baby.
That's right.
And it's that important, because I always ask people, they say, well, I never thought it would happen to me. That we all think that. But you have to act like it's yours. All these battles we fight, I don't know these people. We don't know them till after the fact. And you have to give up your convenience. You have to give up whatever was on your agenda. When something happened, you got to show up and show out, fam.
Yes. And I think about Christian Ferguson and how the community came together when he came up missing. I think about Monica Sykes' daughter.
Absolutely.
When her daughter came up missing,
Right. Regina Sykes' daughter. Yeah, when Monica came up missing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been out there all the time,
Yes.
Felicia. I see you out there. I'm out there. We've been supporting theater. We've been supporting. We supported everybody. When anybody come up missing, whatever we doing,
Yes.
And that's what you got to do. I mean, I came to Jefferson City when the nurses was out there. I'm not a nurse.
And I was going to talk about that, because this is still Nurses Month.
Hey, shout out to all the nurses. We appreciate y'all.
And I
Big
did
ups.
it.
We need you.
I called on Sister Coffee Wright, and she showed up. I called on Pastor Mehdi Kadawala, and he showed up.
He was there.
I called on Sister Nishi Parkinson, and they showed up for the rally in Jefferson City. Did not charge me a dime. They came for the community. They came for the people, for a group of nurses. I called on State Rep Dale Teller. At that point, he was running for office. He showed up for the nurses. This is Nurses Month, and that was right before the pandemic.
And again, when we talk about the media seemed to kind of leave you out. I know you weren't doing it for the accolades or whatever, but you were the one that put that together. You the one that called us out there. Sis, I just gotta call it. You too modest. She ain't gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. And it was like, I don't even know if she was mentioned, but that's okay. We know you did it. You did a great job. She had an awesome turnout. And I thank you. And I thank all the nurses. Shout out to you.
You wouldn't have known that it was a diverse group of people.
It was very diverse.
The article that they put out, there was no diversity in the article. There was nothing mentioned about the diversity. We had people from all over the world.
Absolutely.
Because Pastor Mehdi is from Africa, right? Johannesburg. We had people from everywhere that came out, but that wasn't the message that was out. But that's okay.
But that speaks to, again, why it's important that we create our own media, and that's why we have to
the new Real STL News.
Real STL News, as well as Voices of the People. And also
and Dirk Brown, and we thank you. And that bill, guys, is Senate Bill 890 that was sponsored by Senator Angela Walton Mosley. Again, Senate Bill 890, sponsored by Angela Walton Mosley. And also, she is putting on a mental health awareness event later on this month with her and her sister, Rochelle Mosley. And so I will give you all that information later on in the show, because it's not this weekend. Let's kind of switch over. We want to talk about